Hi guys, so this is where I'm parked near Mims, Florida with Richard. His wife is actually visiting her daughter over in Kansas City area. She'll be back, I guess, next week. So, as you can see, there's where he keeps his gator, and he's got a big barn here with all his tools and his workshop. This is where I'm parked, right beside it. He's got 30 amp hookup for electric. And he's got a farm pond back there with fish in it. And he's got like 7 acres here, and the whole back side of this is all orange orchard. It's got some grapefruit, mostly orange, but they've had blight here in a lot of his. I think he said he had 600 trees at one time, and now he's down to like 200 or 300 because they've died off. So FYI, so here you go. Okay, here I am with Richard over near Mims, Florida, in an undisclosed location. Richard and his wife have this orchard out back of their place. Oranges, different kinds of oranges. We're just driving through the grove in his gator, checking out some oranges. And we tasted a bunch of them, and man, they are delicious. I just had one that was a cross between an orange and a tangerine. And let me tell you, right off the tree is the way to go. And Richard was his whole career in the Navy and the U.S. Coast Guard, so he's got some history. And it's always
Cut one of these open and show them how to do it.
all right. We're gonna cut open an orange here, and we're gonna have another treat. Are these a different kind, or are we doing the same?
These are going to be red navels.
These are the red navels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, up and down, north pole, south pole, cut over to a side, not into the core.
Uh-huh.
You notice that they're red inside.
Oh, they're red.
And then we cut alongside the core, not into the core,
Uh-huh.
so that we don't have to eat that part.
Yeah.
And there you have it.
All right, guys, I'm going to shut this off and have myself a red orange. Red navel. All right, talk to you later. Take care. Okay, so we just picked a bunch of oranges. Now we're over at Richard's washer, and we're cleaning them up. And he's bagging them up right now. Coming out of the washer, clean as a whistle. And he's throwing them in a bag for me. It's like I'm at the supermarket, crying out loud. That's incredible. That's incredible. So he's got rollers up in there and water pouring down and just washing up. So we bought, I think we picked like 3 species of orange, and there's some grapefruit in there, and the information about how these things are grown and how they have to be grafted. The normal orange you don't realize, but if you grow and take a seed out of a regular orange and try to plant it and grow it, it will die and will not grow very big. It's got to be grafted with a special type of orange that actually makes them grow, and resistance to disease. It's a whole technology, science behind it. Anyways, pretty good information, Richard.
It was fun.
2 bags of oranges and grapefruit. And this machine's over 100 years old, he said. So, all right, guys, we'll catch you later. This is Richard's drone. Pretty sophisticated. He paid a lot of money for this. He's going to run a flight now. He turned it on. I think he's just, we're going to be safe here on the porch while he does this job. He's got a face painted on this to try to keep the birds away from taking our picture, though. He's giving us a bird's eye view. Like I said, this is no inexpensive drone. This is probably as good as you get with drones.
There's acting better. Just going to stop there. Taking a picture of the pad. I'm going to manually go higher. And then pull come up to only 53 feet. I want to come down lower, maybe. I think I know what the problem is. I think it's the battery. It's got a separate battery for the dropping mechanism.
Oh.
And it may not be powerful enough to do a job. I realize he's going to try to snap it.
Yeah. It must feel safe in the water.
Did you get that flight?
Yeah. I think they found your food. So Richard and I are over at the Cape Canaveral National Cemetery today. His wife is a volunteer over here. Okay, another Florida job done. We repaired some soffit work on Richard's rental. So we're packing up now. That job's complete. Luckily it's cloudy today, but the sun has been out and it's been really hot. So, but we put pressure treated soffits up there. They were all rotted out, so we got those all fixed up. And fixed up some gutter. Anyways, that's it from US 1 in Mims, Scottsmoor, Florida. Take care. See you soon. So they were about a minute and 20 seconds behind. You can see
Oh, hell.
you can see it lighting up over there in the distance, guys. There she goes. Gonna be up above the trees in a few minutes. Like a giant Roman candle. Wow, look at that.
That's right.
Wow. Holy mackerel. We should be able to hear the sound eventually, right?
Yes, we'll hear it, depending on the wind.
Wow, binoculars are cool, guys. I can see the trail of smoke in the sky. It's so bright with the moon. Look at that. I know this camera is not doing it justice, you guys, but it is really neat.
Here comes the sound.
Here comes the sound. It must be going directly away from us to make it look like that. Because it looks like it stopped. Now that is neat.
I never seen it going that direction before. It is going away from us.
That's because this one's
Getting
going
smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
That's because this one's going to the sun.
Yeah, I think that's the one that is going to the sun.
That's why it's going
I've
a
never
different-
seen one go in that direction.
Yeah, that's not the way they usually go.
looked like it came up and like turned right.
And usually they go like over, you know.
It should have engine shut off pretty soon.
Uh-huh. Guys, I'm going to shut this off and watch it with my binoculars.
Yeah, you should.
This is useless on the phone. So we're out here watching a Starlink launch from SpaceX over at Cape Canaveral. But unfortunately, it's so cloudy and hazy today. Isn't that unfortunate? I'd say it's probably up in the air already. We'll hear the sound here in a few seconds probably. There it goes.
There's the rumble. It did go.
That means it's way up in the sky already.
Yeah, over here.
Yeah, it's behind the haze and cloud.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's too bad it couldn't have been afternoon. It might have cleared up. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the video or not, but it's rumbling like a thunderstorm out here.
Clouds are holding that sound down, I think.
Yeah, it's gone. That's it.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that was...
You're just not having good luck with launches.
I sure am not.
No, you're not.
That's too bad. Anyway, we'll get to the next one. See you later, guys. Okay, I'm still at Richard and Linda's in Scottsmoor, Florida. This is Jeff across the street. He just brought in truckloads of gravel. He's putting in culverts. He's going to be building the house across the street. So anyway, that's what's going on here. Got a nice Caterpillar. Got a nice road going in. I'll show you the culverts over here. Looks like being at home working on the backhoe. So there's the size of the culverts. They're about, I'd say at least 4 foot in diameter. And they put cement bags around, then run rebar through it, and those bags eventually get saturated and cement hardens, and they got an instant wall, which is pretty cool. But Jeff's from Pennsylvania. He's got all kinds of neat equipment. So anyway, that's it from here. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Because I've been videoing with my GoPro, this project,
Yeah?
and eventually I'm going to put it on YouTube.
So I guess you
Uh-huh.
can do whatever you want.
So, yeah.
Alright, so I'm at Richard's brother's house, and his name is Dale, and he processes alligators. And this is one he's processed. We're gonna move it
We're
somewhere.
going to move it to the back room.
Alright.
Put it on a plaque that I had made.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we're gonna move the plaque in here and set it up in here,
Okay.
so it's not out in the open.
Got it.
We can do that.
Alright, let's
Want
get
some
to
on
it,
back?
yeah. Alright, you're on candid camera.
Okay. You want to take video of the snakes?
Sure.
Well, I'll turn one of the big ones over for you. Come back out here.
Okay. This is his shop where he tans the alligator hides and such. But what's really interesting is these snakes from the Everglades are out of control. So he processes the skins and stuff from there.
Come around over here. Be careful. There's a fan here.
Okay.
I'll flip one of these big guys over.
Wow.
So this is
Holy mackerel.
probably 15 feet, I think.
15 feet.
Yeah. 15 feet. Richard, can you get around him and grab that tail? And pull the tail that way. Don't walk on the edge of that. Forward. Okay. Yeah, pull it that way. Pull it. Go ahead, pull it. Oh, come on.
Wow. Look at the size of that.
Straighten it out. Yeah,
And what type of snake is this again?
This is a python.
Python.
Burmese python from the Everglades.
Yeah.
And they're taking over out there, and we need to get rid of them.
All the way over to here.
Yeah. Well, this table's 8 feet.
Yeah.
The table's 8, and I think this snake is 15.
Good Lord.
These are going directly back to the hunter that kills them.
Uh-huh. So what do they make out of these? Are they just gonna...
Okay, well, we make purses, wallets, belts, rifle slings, and also a lot of the hides, we just sell them just the way they are.
Uh-huh.
Now, these are all already tanned. They've been tanned
Yeah.
and oiled. And we're waiting for the oil to dry. When the oil dries in, we will stretch them, and then they're ready to sell or make stuff.
Okay. Very nice. So this is Dale's shop for processing alligators and pythons. Everything's getting screwed up because of these snakes eating all the smaller animals. Wow. Pretty neat.
People don't like it either.
No. No. All right.
This is the skin off the surface of the tongue,
Yeah.
and we use them to make wallets and stuff, knife sheaths.
Yeah.
We make a nice knife sheath.
Yes, it would. That's kind of neat. I see you got a nice Kubota out here.
Courtesy of his insurance after the hurricane.
Yeah.
Now the trailer, Dale's granddaughter Lexi and Dale painted the picture
That's pretty cool.
of the gator on the trailer.
So this is his trailer, which I'm assuming is going to have some product in it.
This is where we dry all the hides and the heads
Uh-huh.
and skins. You videoed up there.
Yeah. So is this, are you salting these or?
They're borax.
Boraxed, okay.
Yeah, all that white stuff you see on the heads there, that's borax.
Okay.
Borax is the #1 preservative in the world. I mean, that's what the Egyptians were using to do mummies and stuff.
Yeah.
And this here in the bag, this is
Wow.
a crocodile from Africa.
Holy mackerel.
And a guy went and did the hunt, and then he had it shipped here.
Huh.
And so we're gonna make in Africa, when they kill animals, they salt them.
Yeah.
And after they salt it and they dry it like that,
Yeah.
it's just dry, it's not tanned.
Uh-huh.
So then once we get it, we rehydrate it and then put it through the tanning process. Cut them open to clean them out.
Yeah.
And then we sew them up. And then after we stuff them and he dries, then we cover the stitching with epoxy clay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm working on now. See, I got down to this point.
Yeah.
I got to finish under here and under his leg here. All of this has to get epoxy so nobody sees the stitching.
Right. Very good.
And then he'll get fastened where he can't move on here no more.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll do the water thing, and we're going to put plants. I think so.
Yeah.
Then we make knives and wallets and little purses and lamps. We do a lot of lamp stuff.
Yeah.
And clocks. Now, all them clocks that you see in there, these are fossilized vertebrae from a whale.
Wow.
They're probably several thousand years old. This one, and this one.
Wow. Where's that material come from?
I have a friend of mine. He's a native Indian, and he dives for those off the beach
Oh, okay.
in off of the coast of Georgia,
Huh.
up in that area.
Wow.
And,
Pretty neat.
he gets all kinds of stuff. I mainly buy from him the vertebrae because I like to do work with them.
Yeah.
And
Knife sheaths,
yeah, knives.
purses.
So this
Wow.
this is a knife that I built myself,
Mm-hmm.
and the handle, if you can see that, this is a in this handle is vertebrae that I fixed together that we took out of a big snake.
Yeah.
One of the big pythons.
Wow.
And then we glue them together, and then we put them in a tube, cardboard tube, and then we cast them with amber resin,
Yep.
just to make it different.
Wow.
And this is a Damascus blade. And this one here is the same thing, just a little different design
Mm-hmm.
with the python sheath.
Boy, that's one special looking knife right there in sheath. It's Damascus as well. Holy crap.
So,
That's some beautiful work, Dale.
thank you. This is one of the skulls that I've done. I just did about 12 of these for a customer.
Wow.
And
You must bleach those, huh?
we don't use bleach, we use peroxide.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, the peroxide doesn't burn the bones.
Uh-huh.
It does a better job than bleach.
Okay.
Bleach kind of makes the bones kind of deteriorate. So to get to this point, we take the raw head
Uh-huh.
and we cook it in a big tank of real hot water, and then all the meat falls off, and then we wash all that off and pressure wash them, and then we put all the teeth back in because they all fall out.
Right.
And then we get to this point. You were talking
Wow.
about making retirement things for the guys in the Air Force that retired.
Yeah, plaques.
Well, this is what I was making. This is one of the plaques that I made when I
Wow.
worked for NASA.
Okay.
And they would come to me and say, Dale, because I knew I could do all this kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
I said, the center director, of the Kennedy Space Center is going to retire,
Yeah.
and we need a plaque for him. Back in the day, this was real popular. People would see this and go, wow, they have this piece of equipment that stays on the launch pad,
Uh-huh.
and it swivels around on a track,
Okay.
kind of sort of like what I have simulated here,
Uh-huh.
and it comes around to the shuttle like that.
Yeah.
The reason for this is this is what they call a change-out room.
Okay.
And they would change out the payload, would come out on another platform and would lift up inside this room here.
Yeah.
Now this stuff at the launch pad is massive. Some of the payloads could only ever be vertical. They could never go horizontal.
Okay.
Even though the shuttle is horizontal in the hangars,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of the horizontal cargo is put in the shuttle before it comes out here to the launch pad.
Right.
They put it inside the shuttle payload bay. So when I worked out there, I worked on all of this kind of stuff.
Did you?
Everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would have been a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
I enjoyed working out there. very much.
Yeah. All
There's a
right.
little gator here that came from the farm, alligator farm. We can't, on the hunt, you can't kill any little babies.
No.
Or, they got to be 4 feet at least before
Oh.
you can take one.
Uh-huh.
This one here came from the alligator farm, and it died in the process of growing up.
Right.
He's about a year old, this guy.
Uh-huh.
And he died for some reason or another. They think maybe one of the other alligators might have bit him and broke his neck or something.
Yeah.
And he has a little stake tag on his toe,
Okay.
so he's controlled. We can't sell anything this small either.
Right.
Against a lot of sellers.
Yeah. Oh.
So this is what late Civil War
Uh-huh.
they would use these to cook on, and they have 4-inch wicks in them,
Yep.
and they burn lamp oil. Well,
Okay.
back in the day, it was just like coal oil, they would call it.
Right.
And they would fill this tank up
Mm-hmm.
and light these things and cook on them. I have one of these in my shop. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a bigger one. And I use it every day almost out there to keep my coffee hot.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever.
And then as time went by after the Civil War, they started using them for to heat up the irons that they would iron their clothes with.
Uh-huh.
And they call them sad iron. It's a cast iron.
Right?
And they would put that cast iron on there and heat it up and then iron their clothes.
Yeah.
So later on they started calling these stoves sad iron heaters.
I like the little windows they put in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
the windows.
mica, maybe?
Yeah, this is mica.
Yeah.
The people that started using that for making windows for stoves and for actual windows,
Yes.
his name was Eisner, and so they call it Eisner glass.
Yeah, quite a place here.
Make sure to get the buffalo head.
I've been here over 40 years now.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Hey, Richard.
Yeah,
You doing a good job?
yeah, I can. Linda, how do you like my buffalo head?
I'm looking for a buffalo head. Oh, there it is.
Yes, I like it.
For sure, that's a buffalo head.
I traded one of my big alligator heads for that.
Yeah, I don't know why. you
Here's
did
the
that.
tail.